Hey everybody! In this video, I want to talk about Panopto features that you might find useful as more and more of your professors create content using Panopto. Now, what is Panopto? Well, it's what we use for recording lectures, for screencasting, like I'm doing right now, for doing live video streams, and then also for managing video content. So you can think of it as our own little YouTube here at UCM. Now, there's a couple of different ways that you might find Panopto videos. One of them is through a Panopto video link in Blackboard. Perhaps if your professor made that available, you can just click on that and it'll take you to all the Panopto content that's available to you. Now, in this view that I'm showing you right now, there are no videos because I've arranged them into folders. And so if we click at week number 2, for example, then we'll see the videos. And this is what it's going to look like there. You can just click on them, whichever one you want to see. You could sort them by name, duration, date, or by the rating that you give the video. So this rating portion is one way for you to organize your content. So perhaps some videos are more relevant to you than others, so you can give them different star ratings. And then later on, when you want to go through your videos, you can organize them that way. You can sort them by that. So that's one way, through a Panopto video link. And then another way might be through embedded videos like you see here. So these are videos that are embedded within your learning modules. And you can just play it when you see that play button right there. And then on top of 2 different places where you can find Panopto videos, you also have 2 different kinds of Panopto videos. There are those that are created using Panopto, like this one here. And then there are those videos that were not created in Panopto, but were uploaded to Panopto, like these videos here. And regardless of where or how they were created, they will have the same features, but there are going to be a couple of differences, and I'll talk about that later in the video. So, what's so great about Panopto? Well, I'll show you. Let's go through what I put on here. So you have the option to view the embedded Panopto video at full screen, like so, and you can exit out of this full screen by clicking here or clicking on escape on your keyboard. You also have the option to watch the video directly in Panopto. That's what this arrow is for. You can download the video as an MP4 file so that you can save this forever with your files along with the rest of your learning materials. You can cast the video to a connected device. So perhaps you have Apple TV. So you can cast this screen on there so you could watch it on a different screen, or if you have Chromecast, you could cast it that way. And then you could also pause and rewind, right? That's what videos are for. You could fast forward also. And if you click on the up arrow right here, it will give you more options. You can jump to a particular portion of the video using the table of contents. Then there's a portion where you can add comments. So these comments that you leave on here will be visible to everybody who has option or who has the permission to view the video. And then here you can take notes. That's only visible to you. So for example, I put 20 seconds into the video, shades, because as you can see in the preview right here, the speaker, that would be me, was wearing shades. So I wanted to take note of that. So think about this, right? So say you're watching a video lecture or a presentation. Well, if you hear something interesting or you want to take notes on what you just heard, this is one way to do it. And then here's a search feature to where, say you want to watch all the portions where a speaker said something like the word start. Well, you can type that in and then it'll give you a search result, and you can click on the most relevant ones so that you can watch about that. And this portion right here is where you would rate the video. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. And to exit out of this, you click on this arrow so that it will move out of the way. And let me go ahead and play this video because there's a couple more different features once you start playing a video. And hopefully I can pause this quickly enough. Okay, there we go. Whew. So you have the same options. You can download, watch directly in Panopto, which I will show in a minute. You can turn on and off closed captioning. You can change the speed, and then you can still, of course, enter full screen or exit full screen once you're in full screen. You can change the volume and rewind by 10 seconds, play and pause. Now let's see what's different when you look at a video in Panopto. And hopefully I can pause this quickly enough.
Hey everybody.
Oh boy. Okay, so here we go. So it's got the same stuff on here, except that there are two screens. And if you recall from earlier in the video, I mentioned something about how this was created in Panopto. So you can tell it's created in Panopto because there is more than one video stream. There's one pointed at the speaker, and then there's one for whatever is being presented. And depending on your hardware, there might be more than one video stream. So typically you'll probably just see one or two, but there's the possibility that you'll see more than two. And what's cool about this is you can switch the screens like so, and you can view it full screen like this, so that when you do this and play the video, you can see the speaker, but then you can't see what's being presented. So that might not be very useful. But this way here, you can watch what's being presented, but then you don't have to look at the speaker. And then looking here at the bottom left, you have the same features, or some of the same features, as when we were viewing it in the embedded video portion. You have captions. So as the video is playing, it'll show you the captions. But you know, you can already also turn on the captions here, and then change the volume, fast forward or rewind by 10 seconds, change the quality, change the caption settings. You could also jump to a portion of the video via this table of contents. So this would be the equivalent of the table of contents. Then there's a discussion. So this is the equivalent of when there were comments. So again, remember, this is visible by everyone who has access to the video. And then there's a notes. So this is equivalent to this portion right here. And the notes are only visible to you. And then lastly, there's bookmarks. And it tells you right here, bookmarks let you remember important moments. Type and hit enter to add a bookmark. Pretty cool, eh? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so what's different about videos that are not created in Panopto? Well, let's take a look. Simple sample with working with. Okay, so pause that. Whew. So this one looks a little different. This was not created in Panopto, so there's only one video stream, just there's no speaker or anything. So that's really the main difference. And there's also no table of contents as far as I can tell. But otherwise, it has the same stuff. You have captions, there's a discussion, notes, bookmarks, and then you can search the recording. And also the same features here as far as volume control, pausing, rewinding, fast forwarding, and closed captioning controls and the speed.